Ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you all to Las Vegas Grand Prix. It is the first time in Formula One that Formula One is racing in Las Vegas. And for those who don't know about Vegas, there are a few words that can describe Vegas. So let me start just by naming a few that comes on top of me head. But we all know about Vegas, and we all know why it's so famous. So it's known for being the Sin City. It's known, number one, it's known for its gambling. It's also known for I can't say it probably because if I do say it, then I'm probably like this video can get taken down. But if you know, you know, and the ladies like to do some strange things for a piece of change. So if you know, you know, it comes down back to the Sin City. So it's also known for that gambling, casinos, and lots of glamour. And it's a city that does not sleep, so it's always on the move, always on the go. So that's one of a few things that I can talk about Vegas. And also a special fact that I want to add as well is I had the chance to go visit Vegas. So I was lucky enough to go there. And to be honest, I was not a fan of the city because I'm more of I can be an extrovert, but I'm mostly like an introvert. Like, I don't like downy people. It's just too much action going on, and I'm more of like a calm lad, and it was just too much action for me. So the thing that I've said about Sin City and like the city that never sleeps, it's really true. I've seen it with my own eyes. So overall though, like seeing the casinos and seeing the hotels, it was pretty insane, with all this glamour, all these crazy expensive famous stores. That was pretty insane to see because I know I never saw anything like this in my life before when I visited Vegas. But overall, though, like personally, I was not a fan of. It's just not my type of vibe. I'm like more of a calm, just like more towards like not nature, but more towards like a chill vibe. And Vegas, of course, is too action for me. But for anybody that's more like a party person, that's more like a big time extrovert, he is gonna enjoy Vegas. So if you want to go to Vegas and you're a party person, Vegas is the place for you. But for those who are more like more reserved, more into a calm chill vibe, you're not gonna enjoy Vegas. You're probably gonna enjoy it for like maybe a few hours, but staying there a little too long, it's gonna be a headache for you, and it's just gonna make you really uncomfortable. But visiting, definitely it's a place to visit, but not for too long. So it was too much glamour for the F1, but I knew it was gonna happen. It's just it is what it is. F1 in the past few years has turned into more of a show now. It's really sad to see. Look, I don't mind having newer fans, but I there's like we have to keep some traditions, and it's getting ridiculous. Especially Vegas and Miami, like they're doing too much. It's getting ridiculous. Like it's becoming a show. Like racers, like even like guys like Verstappen, Checo, like all the 20 racers, they all want to focus on racing, and like F1 is just turning it into a show. And Vegas was just disgusting, like in a way. It was celebrities everywhere. I already called it. I knew it was gonna come, but it just still sucks to see, honestly. Like it just sucks for fans like me and you who truly have been following F1 almost all of our lives, and then see celebrities who gives like no shit about racing, and they get all these interactions with racers, and get the checker flag, and get all these visits in the garage, dreams that me and you have. So of course I'm not gonna come here and complain because we can't, like there's nothing that can be done. They're enjoying their life and we're just complaining, so it's not gonna do anything. But it's still frustrating to see for also like kids who truly are fans of this sport, and then you have celebrities who just there for promotion wise, and that's not their fault. It's the F1's fault because they're the ones who give them VIP passes. So all the blame is to go to F1 and potentially the FIA as well. I mean, they're also really involved with this promotional stuff. So that's really what I really hate about the US Grand Prix. The only track I really respect is Texas, because obviously like there's some level of racing. They actually do focus on racing more, and Texas is still well known for its racing culture. But Miami and Vegas is just all glamour, all celebrities, all about the show. No, nothing about the racing. But track wise, I must say I was really surprised. I mean, let me just start off by just talking about, like, I'll get straight into the reaction right away. So free practice number one, it was disgraceful. It was disgraceful, man. Like, I'm so tired, and I'm so unprofessional by the FIA. It's just, it's crazy. Like, it's crazy. I thought they were gonna improve, but they had a drain issue. So like, Alex Albon, when he went through, I think he opened like a lid of a drain, and then he put everybody in danger. So Esteban Ocon, he got, a bad damage, and then Sainz, his car got really fucked. And even Sainz, he came, like, I actually read a report that he came very close to being paralyzed, or even worse, death. It could have been possible. And then I saw, like the whole footage, and I'm like, holy, like, it's really bad. That's really unacceptable by the FIA. And they put all this money into promotion, all this money into celebrities, all this money for the show, but they cannot put any effort on the track. And they literally had to. I mean, safe wise, of course, they had to cancel FP1, but it's still ridiculous. It's stupid. It's really unprofessional by the FIA, and I have like no respect left for the FIA. It's pretty obvious that they don't really care about the F1 racers. They don't care about their safety. It's all about the show. It's all about the money. And we've seen it in Vegas. They got exposed pretty badly, especially already in FP1. Already turned into a disaster with the track issues. Now they had to see every single part of the track, and it was just like, you had all this time to prepare for it, and you make the most slightest of mistake, like the most major of mistakes, which it was the first thing that you have to look at, because of course, it's a street track, so of course, like, there's a lot of inconvenience, so you got to be aware of the safety. And then, now Sainz got really badly hurt, and the car got really smashed up. So I applaud our mechanics and our engineers. Like, they did a fantastic job to keep the car ready and repair the car and get it ready for FP2. It was really some insane work, and they put in a lot of hours, a lot of hard work to get it ready for Sainz, and I'm really glad that Sainz was okay too. But that's really scary that he almost got paralyzed, because it really, like, it really hit him deep in the cockpit. So I didn't understand, like, the seriousness of his potential injury, but thank God he's okay. Like, thank God. It was really scary on his behalf, and for the fans. So FP2 also got cut short due to red flags, and FP3 almost the same thing. And this it was just like a really bad weekend for the practices. Like we couldn't get a proper clean practice. Qualifying's in some way was really entertaining. We got Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz getting P1 and P2. We locked up the front row, but unfortunately, once again, the FIA penalized us. So even though Carlos Sainz got P2, he got a 10 place penalty, so he was starting on P12. It just, how is that our fault? I don't understand. It's disgusting by the FIA. They hate us. I suppose, I think, like, now the FIA, I mean, I don't even think anymore. I just know that the FIA hates Ferrari. It's so obvious. Like, how is it our fault that like, now we're gonna be penalized in the race. We got penalized in the race, and then we're also gonna get penalized salary wise. So we're gonna have to pay a fine. How is that our fault? It's a track issue. It's not because of us. How is it caused by us? I don't understand. I don't get it. Why do we get penalized to even begin with? You know, it was supposed to be Vegas's issue. It was supposed to be the FIA's issue to get those track issues get fixed, and then we got screwed by it, and then we get penalized for it for something that it was not even in our hands. We were racing, and the track damaged us, and then we have obviously had to work really hard in the garage to get it fixed for FP2, and then we get hit with in a massive 10 grid penalty. I understand that rules are rules, that we had to add extra parts, that we uh we went overboard with the allocations, in a season. But how is it our fault? We still wanted to race, like we are fighting against Mercedes in the Constructors Championship. So we had to get the car ready for the qualifying as well. So we just had to do it. I don't really understand why do we get penalized. It's just, I mean, I honestly, man, I'll just be honest. Like, screw the FIA. I have no respect anymore for them. I mean, like, they're clearly against us. It's just all I want is just a clean response. All I want is a clean decision, and that's just let us race. Of course, I'm not hating against Red Bull and Mercedes. I mean, like they along the years they had many questionable decisions for them, but still, like, I just want to race. And just, if you're already putting Carlos Sainz, who qualified P2, and you're putting him P12, it's frustrating. Like, he can't even race anymore because F1 is really really fast. So how can he go from P12 to P3? It's possible, but it's gonna make his job so much harder. So that's my decision. I mean, I have really, like, big hatred for the FIA. I mean, that was really just an unjust decision, that we get penalized for something that was due, and even damage, like, Esteban Ocon and Alex Albon's car. Like, how do we get penalized for it? I mean, we got the most damage out of it, and our racer almost got paralyzed by it, and almost got life threatening health issues, and you're telling us that we get penalized for that, for something that was supposed to be in your hands. This is just disgusting, honestly. Disgusting, man, honestly. But anyways, race day, I'll just finish it off real quick. I was just honestly just in a way, like, the race was amazing. I'm not gonna lie, it was fantastic. It was a brilliant drive by, and also a brilliant race by all. But just overall, it was just a shit show. In my eyes, when it comes to just the whole show and the whole racing weekend, it was just disgusting by the FIA and by Vegas, I'm just, honestly, I'm not a fan. The only thing I was a fan of is the race. That's the only thing I really enjoyed, and the only thing I really enjoyed is the racing. That's all. But everything else, I am not a big fan of. And even though the race was really good, I still am disappointed with the FIA and the whole promotion stuff. It's still a big corporate greed. It's still a money move and putting our racers at risk. And also, I'm glad that Lando Norris is also well. He had to be transported to the hospital, and also that was also a track issue as well. I just found out that it was a bump in the track that caused him to crash. So once again, the FIA has to be held accountable. But no, they're gonna penalize us. They're gonna penalize the other teams for doing something that's not even in their hands. No safety, anything like that. Just a money grab. But in the race, really happy. Charles Leclerc got P2, and Carlos Sainz went from P12 to P6. And now the race is on. We have one more final race in UAE, in Abu Dhabi. So it's gonna be an intense one indeed. Charles Leclerc was on it. I mean, he had to fight against two Red Bulls, two rocket ships. Checo was on fire. Max Verstappen is always on fire. So the fact that he was able to held on against Red Bull for so long on old tires was amazing. So it was a brilliant race by Charles Leclerc. I'm really happy that he has come back stronger. After all this, very unlucky moments in the past few races. So I'm really happy to see Charles Leclerc smile as well. Happy. I mean, of course, it's a relief for Charles Leclerc after all his bad luck. but I'm so happy for Ferrari. I'm so happy for Charles Leclerc. And I'm also really happy for Sainz. I mean, I know he's really frustrated because of the penalty. It already ruined his weekend. I'm still frustrated with that. It's so unfair, but I'm still happy that he put on everything he could and gave us the best result, and he gave a really strong drive, and he tried his absolute best, and P6 is still amazing. It's still a very valuable points for us. So it's going to be an intense race for us in Abu Dhabi in the last race of the season, and also a lot of straights on that track. So we are way better than Mercedes on the straight, so it will be insane for us. It will be really insane. I'm really excited. So and also, for all the Ferrari fans that are wondering, we are now 4 points behind Mercedes. So next race is crucial. It's do or die. This is it. Final race of the season. So this is all what comes down to, like Mercedes had a 20 point, like 22, 25 points advantage over us. Now we cut down the lead, like the point margin to 4. So it will be a very titanic battle in Abu Dhabi. So I'm really excited for the race, and I want to see Sainz and Leclerc just driving their heads off. They have to drive with everything they got, even if they got to put their cars into the absolute on the absolute next level at a rocket ship. Like if they have to take their car to the moon, they got to do it. We got to put everything at Mercedes. We have to beat them nice and clean, and we have to put my hope for the Abu Dhabi. I hope that we can put Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz in front of George Russell and Hamilton. And we also have to establish a big point, because if they get point and we get point, we have to have a big point margin. So the points also matter. We can't be like let's say P7, P8, and then George Russell and Hamilton come P9 and P10. Then they're probably gonna have a bigger chance than us, because they're also gonna get points. So we have to be really careful with that. But the best way to do that is getting on the podium. If we can get a P2 and P3 for Sainz and Leclerc, that would be the best move. So it will be a big race, so we have to tune in for Abu Dhabi next weekend, and it will be a fiery race. It will be a fantastic one. So we were all excited. So we have a big battle with Mercedes fans, and Mercedes fans will be coming for us. We will be coming for blood against Mercedes fans. So we are ready. We are the Tifostis. So fantastic race by both. Congratulations to Ferrari. Congratulations to Charles Leclerc, and also congratulations to Sainz with a big comeback. So P2 and P6 for Carlos Sainz, 4 points behind Mercedes in the Constructors' Championship. Next weekend is the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. So I want to say grazie to Vegas for hosting us. Regardless, I have nothing against the Vegas people. My only issue is against the organizers of the Vegas Grand Prix and the FIA. That's it. Nothing against the Vegas people. They still had a very good crowd, so I have nothing against them. So grazie, thank you to Vegas, and grazie to you guys for watching my video. I wish you all a very good day. See you all in the fiery weekend, in the season finale next weekend. So grazie, take care, have a great night, bye bye.